In this review, I'll be checking out the new Qako wireless Android Auto adapter. If you watched a previous video of mine on this channel, you would have seen that I've reviewed their wireless Apple CarPlay adapter, which overall was a great adapter for wireless Apple CarPlay. And here I've got their new one, which deals with Android Auto. It is not a two-in-one, it will just do Android Auto specifically, which means it will have to connect to a Android Auto wired system that's in your car. If it's anything like their wireless Apple CarPlay adapter, Android Auto users are in for a real treat. Okay, so let's see what comes inside the box. Okay, so here's what you get inside the box. You get a small little user manual that tells you how to get everything up and running and also how to update the dongle. You get a quick start guide and a 12-month extended warranty card. You get the Android Auto wireless adapter itself and a small little USB-A to USB-C converter should your Android Auto port be of a more modern variety and only takes USB-C. Looking over the adapter then, it's very similar to the wireless CarPlay adapter in terms of size and casing. The only difference is at the top here where you've got a different logo, basically their Qako logo. This will light up blue once a connection has been detected. Again, it is a braided fixed permanent cable, so there will be an issue should you have any problems with the connection or the cable itself. You will not be able to replace it because it is fused to the actual adapter. Both top and bottom of the adapter is made out of glass materials and an aluminium frame around the outside, all of which keeps everything nice and cool once this whole thing gets operational. Most adapters do run quite hot, so if there's anything that they can do there to reduce that and keep the adapter very stable whilst it's in operation, the better. And if it's anything like their CarPlay adapter, which I've been using since I reviewed it, I haven't had any crashes of the adapter itself yet. Inside the adapter, there's a 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi connection speeds, along with Bluetooth 5.3 for its initial connection. And the whole thing is powered from a dual-core processor. So a lot of technology inside this little adapter here. Let's now jump in the car and get this plugged in and see how well it all performs. Right, so we're in the Golf and we've got our Qako Android Auto adapter here ready to go. We're going to plug it into the Android Auto port down below and it's going to connect to wired Android Auto and fire up its Bluetooth functionality. So one thing different to the CarPlay adapters, because it's running over Android Auto, very similar to some CarPlay adapters to be fair as well, but on this adapter specifically, you don't really get a home screen as such or launch screen to connect to. Right, so we've got our Android device here. We're going to search for a Bluetooth profile to pair with. And then we pair. This is the Android interface, so I'll have to select Android Auto. This should only really have to happen once. And we're into Android Auto. So that can be slapped up there now. So that's now connected. Everything is nice and sharp. It's just slightly squashed in the vertical, but nothing really to write home about. Quality is pin sharp, very nice. You can see they're slightly egg-shaped here rather than circular. The frame rate is really nice. And you've got quick access to the music section and as well as maps. And the interaction is really nice and sharp and quick. Happy with that. Let's check the sound delay. So I'll say about 1.5 seconds there, which is very good in terms of the audio lag. And obviously that should carry over to navigation lag, calling lag, and so on. So it should be quite rapid here for Android users. Obviously you've got wheel controls as well. So we go forward, we can go back. And that all works nicely as well. Could do a quick call test. Hello. 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 So that's really, really good. Nice and rapid there. I'm happy with the call quality as well, using the microphone in the car system and with very little delay as well. So that's really good to see too. So it looks good, sounds good, minimal delay, good response time as well on the maps. If your car's currently running, you can just literally turn it off. If you've got a system that has a save state and then fuel the car in, you're only taking a few minutes or you just jumped in the car, you can just turn it back on. Got to restart the dongle, and because we're previously paired, we'll just basically reconnect and get ourselves back into Android Auto again. Right, so the Kyoko retails for £54.99 or roughly around $60 compared to some others that are available out there. There's a lot less problems in terms of its display and things like that, but it looks sharp, it looks great, it runs fine, very little lag in both cooling, navigation and touch input. So there's a lot to like with this adapter, specifically if you've got an Android Auto system and you've got an Android Auto phone to connect to it. So obviously this won't work with a CarPlay system. It has to have an Android Auto system for this dongle. If you do have a CarPlay system, you want some similar functionality, then do check out my other review up here, and that will lead you to the CarPlay version of this adapter. It's not a 2-in-1, so it won't do Android Auto and CarPlay. They have just separated it. So you are looking for something right now that's fast to boot, looks great, nice and sharp, and with minimal lag, then this is actually a good contender for you right now. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about this adapter from Kyoko. You can support the channel by giving us a super thanks along with your comment and question. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.